Surprise, surprise, surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, surprise. And I'll tell you who's not surprised. Moi. I'm not surprised. You're surprised. You're surprised. Because you see what these people, they think they're so smart. Oh my God, how could I ever keep up? How could I ever, oh my God. Absolute fools is what they are. They're so delusional. They think they can fool everybody with their ways of being. Little do they know, there's chosen ones in this world. There's really, 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 really real ones in this world that you cannot get over on. Only temporarily you might succeed in doing so, but you'll never get the last laugh over the chosen ones. You just won't. It's almost like they got something that you just don't. And that is a fact. Have fun. Because the speed we operate on, it's different. It's different. And I'm going to tell you guys something right quick. These individuals are currently going through a lot because of what they've done to you. You know, you could never lose if you're a genuine person. You can never go wrong if you're a genuine person that treats other people accordingly, with respect, the people that you deal with on a daily basis. You just have no reason to do other people wrong. You cannot go wrong in doing this. And there's some people out there that just like to take advantage of people like that. Unfortunately, this is how the world is. And what's funny is, when these people can short-term get over on you, it's going to come right back to them, and they're going to be going through a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of mess, because their attitude sucks. The way they treat others sucks. They're so entitled. They never see themselves affecting other people's lives or emotions or other people's well-beings, because they're so entitled. Like, they think they don't have to be a certain way or bring a certain part of their self to the table to actually contribute to somebody else. They're so entitled they think they can just get away with anything. They damn well think they can get away with murder. But they treat others with such disrespect. And these types of people right now are currently going through a lot because of what they've done to you in general. They never win. They'll forever be entitled like this. They'll always be in denial. And if you live your life based off of not even really knowing what you're doing, living in denial about it, you're in for a rude awakening. You're currently going through a lot. You can't do this to other people. That's why a lot of women like this, I'm not gonna lie, they don't have that man that they need. They don't have a strong man, or never had a strong man in their life, and don't have it right now, to lead them the right way, to tell them yes, to tell them no, to keep them in line, to keep them straight. They don't have that. And quite frankly, they refuse that because they have a piss poor mindset and attitude. So, and that's just one example. But as for the people that has done you wrong, I could be talking to a female right now myself, I could be talking to a man right now myself, a younger kid, who knows. But if they're not going through it now, they will go through something significant. And it's because of what they've done to you. Little do they know, their behavior is going to come right back around and hit them in the face. You can't treat people like that. You can't do people wrong like that. You got to be fair game with people. If you don't want to be fair game with people, don't deal with people. That's what I just don't understand about these types of individuals, bro. I just don't understand. Why do you mess with people in the first place? The only people you should be messing with are forever people. Other than that, it's just pointless. You should be building solid relationships. Instead, these people mess around with a whole bunch of different people. And it's because they don't know who they are. They're not focused on their self. They're so-called independent. They're so-called a lot of things. And it's just not true. At all. Lost souls is what I'll call them, to say the least. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't even understand their own behaviors. They don't even know why they do what they do or say what they say or anything. They have no effing clue. That's why it's nothing to them to screw you over. It's nothing to them to put you through a lot, because they're always going through a lot, because they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They were probably led the wrong way in life, and they refuse to fix their damn self. They refuse, because they live in denial. And this is a huge problem in today's world. There's a shitload of people that ain't straight. There's a shitload of people living in denial. Like, I don't know what happened in your past, but something obviously went wrong. Just because you were taught something doesn't mean it's right. I seen a video a couple days ago that really struck me. And it's something you're rarely going to see. And it was a woman that broke down in a video. Completely vulnerable, completely told the truth about her past. And she was shedding tears. She broke down. And a lot of the other women that was sitting around the table, they were shook. And the men was like giving her a round of applause. Like, we respect you so much for saying this, because almost no women will do this. It's things like this. And to be honest with yourself, I cannot comprehend how important this really is. It's very important to be honest with yourself. Because there's just way too many people, bro, in today's world that just lie to their self. You're not who you should be at all. Not at all. Like, you have such a long way to go, and you're not going to get any closer by being a part of today's society, wanting to fit in, wanting to do what all these young adults who are like children today. Like, it's sad to see. Like, nobody wants to actually grow up to be a proper man, a proper woman anymore. It's sad to see. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is your goal? People are messing around with people they have no business messing around with. You are a lunatic. You're a loose cannon. In the mind, you are a loose cannon. You have no idea what you're doing. You have no structure to life. You have no business in doing majority of the things you do on a daily basis. Your head is off. You need to do some unlearning, and you need to do some learning. These are the types of people, believe it or not, who are screwing over others, who are messing others up. It's because they're messed up. Somewhere along the line, something happened to them. They're messed up. They're living in denial. They know something's up. They know they got to get better. They know they got to improve. They have flaws, massive insecurities, and it's like they continue to live in denial. And it's sad to see. They can't be real. And one of the most refreshing things I've seen a couple days ago in that video, and I just thought of this because I was doing this topic, but it was that young female in her 20s. She was young in her 20s too. She broke down, she got vulnerable, she was very real. She grew up in a single mother household. Her mother ended up getting married to another man. After she got married to another man, right? That's when she went back and looked at her daughter square in the face, looked her eye to eye and said, I taught you a lot of things that was not right. And she did not raise her daughter properly at all. Her daughter grew up, massive flaws. Does not know who she is. A lot of the things she thinks is just off. But it's fortunate enough that this young lady has time. She has time. Because women only have a certain amount of time where you got to get it right, or you're really going to mess up the rest of your life. And that's a fact. Men have more time. Men have more time than women. And I don't care who wants to disagree, but it is facts. Men have more time. But like I said, a lot of people are messed up because they grow up in single mother households and they live in denial. I'm not trying to bash. Like, a lot of people, you can say something that's truthful in the video to actually help others, which is my full intentions, and people just want to point the finger at you and shame you for saying something that's true because it might trigger them because maybe they're going through it and they don't want to admit it or something like this, which is, it just shows everything about you. You look horrible doing it. The only people that's going to agree with you is also the ones that's probably dealing with the same BS that you're dealing with. So the only ones that's going to agree with you is people that is also out of line. So, but this is facts, guys. Like, it really is. This young lady got messed up because she grew up in a single mother household, no father. Her mother ends up finding a new man later on in life after her daughter already grew up. Went back to her daughter and said, I taught you a lot of things that was not right. A lot of things I taught you, it was not right. This is what happens. I've dated 3 girls. I want to say all of them are single, came from single mother households, but one had a stepfather, but she was still messed up. The other 2, single mother households. Beautiful girls. Beautiful. And it's a shame that all that potential can be ruined because they did not grow up with what they should have grew up with. And that is a fact, guys. That is a fact. They grow up, they get in a party and they get into like a hoe phase at a young age because they don't have that father figure, guys. It's so important. The father is more important than the mother in every way, shape, and form. Like, there's single fathers who raise children that they end up being perfectly fine, but it's like when you have a single mother household and you don't have a man, or you don't have uncles or first cousins or people, you don't have manly man like around you at a young age. It's horrific for the people. They become entitled, they become everything they shouldn't be, and it's just the truth. And it happened to these ladies, and they were there was a part of them that they were such sweet girls, but it didn't dent the fact that they had so many issues. It wasn't even funny. Like, very, very, very toxic behaviors in them that just, they grow up with these personality disorders. They grow up on these medications, antidepressants, anti-anxiety, a lot of shit. And it's not good. And it's because they grow up in a single mother household. They're not told the right things. They have no leadership. It's purely based off of like emotion. Their whole upbringing, they're not told logical things. They're not told yes and no. They're just kind of there, existing. So if you don't have real people around you, if you don't have strong men around you at all, it's gonna mess your shit up. And it's just a shame. And like I said, I want to say it again, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can be. If you can't see that, then there's something seriously wrong with you, and you're probably majority you're probably right up there with some of the most messed up people on the face of this planet. I'm not even joking. If you can't see my sincerity through this video, there's something seriously wrong with you. So you need to get new glasses, maybe a new pair of hearing aids if you don't already have some. I don't know what else you need, but you know, this is not coming from a place of disrespect whatsoever. It is coming from a place of purely based off of facts. Is where this video is coming from, and it's to help, not to hurt. So, and you know, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for change. I want to say something else too. If you grew up in a household where you did have a mother and a father, but the mother was dominant, the mother just kind of dominated the man. Not really dominated him, but just kind of like the man didn't really take his place. She kind of called the shots. She was kind of the loud, obnoxious one. It's not going to help the kid any in this situation. You will also grow up messed up, because it's almost equivalent to growing up in a single mother household. The father is not telling you what to do. You don't have a man in sight trying to put you in your place. That's what women need. And if you're disagreeing, you're honestly dumb. You're dumb. It's time to take accountability. It's time for positive change. Like, a lot of women that will not take accountability from these situations are the same ones that just continue to live messed up. But the ones that will take accountability, the ones that will admit certain things, you ladies are the one. You ladies are the ones that is on the road to improvement. You ladies are the ones that's actually going to come out on top. A large percentage of you, other than these other pissed off ladies that will just never do it right. But they know deep down to the core, something's not right. Because they believe what they were taught is right. Not everything you were taught is right. I'm telling you this right now. There's a lot of unlearning for people to do, and there's a lot of learning for people to do. A lot. So, take what you want from this video, but it's a lot of these types of people that mess up others. Like I said, going back to the topic of this video, it's a lot of these types of people that want to, they're so entitled to mess up everybody else. They don't care how they make others feel because they're so messed up. They just do not get it. They think their abusive behavior is acceptable, and it's nuts. But these people will continue to go through a lot. They're going through a living hell if they continue these behaviors and they never take accountability. And you will be the one that reigns supreme. Doesn't matter what happened to you. There's nasty people out there in this world. You can't let them close. You're better off alone. You're better off to do your thing until proper people respect you. And that's it. So, next video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.